But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
What is there?
I just said no. I just answered. Go ahead.
Would the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear and I said no.
And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
First briefing since Hunter was indicted again in Los Angeles. Why doesn't President Biden just pardon him?
President, I've been very clear. The president's not going to pardon
And
his son.
one more.
You've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute the sentence for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying he would not.
It's still a no. It's still a
It
no.
will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no. And I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No.
His son, Hunter, is also up for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
Lyin Biden. Let those quotes speak for themselves. Republicans aren't surprised. Conservatives aren't surprised. It's early. It's early. Usually these pardons occur in early January, early to mid-January before inauguration. I just want to read President Biden's statement today, referring to Sunday the 1st. I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word even as I watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Oh my God, there's some hypocrisy. Without aggregating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or a buying a weapon as a straw purchaser, people are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. Those who are late paying their taxes because of serious addictions, but paid them back subsequently with interest and penalties, are typically given non-criminal resolutions. It is clear that Hunter was treated differently. I didn't know we had a qualification for serious addictions and not paying your taxes. That's a new one. I think a lot of Americans are going to try that one. The charges in his cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. Then, a carefully negotiated plea deal agreed to by the Department of Justice unraveled in the courtroom with a number of my political opponents in Congress taking credit for bringing political pressure on the process. That's because that was a sweetheart deal that was blown up by a judge who caught wind of what Hunter was being given in this deal. Had the plea deal held, it would have been fair, reasonable resolution of Hunter's cases. No, it would not have been. There would have been no sanction on him. No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong. Think about Donald Trump and the lawfare against him. There has been an effort to break Hunter, who has been 5.5 years sober, even in the face of unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution. I'm reminded of the cocaine that was found in the White House. Hunter was there that day. In trying to break Hunter, they've tried to break me, and there's no reason I believe it will stop here. Enough is enough. For my entire career, I've followed a simple principle: just tell the American people the truth. Well, that's a giant lie. He may have had that principle, but he didn't follow through on it, ever. They'll be fair-minded. Here's the truth. I believe in the justice system, but as I've wrestled with this, I also believe raw politics has infected this process, and it led to a miscarriage of justice. Again, Donald Trump. And once I made this decision this weekend, there was no sense in delaying it any further. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision. Joseph R. Biden Jr. All right. Again, no surprise. An embarrassment for the Democrat Party, the rule of law party. Remember Donald Trump's 2 impeachments? The rule of law, no one's above the law. No one's above the law. Donald Trump's lawfare cases, no one's above the law. Except for Democrats. Every sanctuary state, every sanctuary city, all in blue states and blue cities, are not upholding the law or above the law. They're denying federal law. Insider trading by Nancy Pelosi against the law. So they've lost the high ground here. And they've given Donald Trump an open opportunity to pardon whoever and how many ever he wants to pardon. The January 6th defendants, boy, oh boy, just got a big old boost. So hypocrisy on display here again in our political world. Hunter Biden, the Biden family, have benefited from Joe Biden's time in office pretty much his whole adult life. And you note the period of time for which Hunter is being pardoned, January 2014 to December 2024, coincides nicely with all the Burisma stuff, all the Ukraine stuff, all the Chinese stuff. Congratulations, Hunter. Joe doesn't care. Joe's a lame duck. He's done in political life. There's no consequences for this except a red face and some embarrassing rhetoric. Say what you want to say. Hunter's free. Joe's going to be out of office soon. They have their millions. Off they go. Anyway, political embarrassment for the United States. The word that I've had in my head this whole time is the word corruption. And increasingly, America is becoming a corrupt country. Now let's stipulate. President's pardon at the end of their terms happens all the time. First president to ever pardon a son or a daughter. Hunter Biden didn't pay his taxes. Hunter Biden lied to get a gun permit. Not everyone has a father who can pardon them. And so just in terms of fairness, it's been horribly unfair. Think of how many American fathers have had a son or daughter in similar circumstances without the power to pardon them. The memes will be fun about this. The right's going to have some fun with this. And even the left is angry. All right, that's all I have for you right now. Always try to buy American.